Hey guys, it's Beginnings here. Hope you guys are having a great week. Today, I'm going to be playing some Riktor Support. I don't know how good he is as a support, but he is one of my favorite assassins to play. You can see I was playing with Zane, who was playing Xanis. Not the most troll jungle, but it's an interesting set for sure, Riktor and Xanis. It's not something you see every day. So I'm probably gonna title this video like, is Riktor a good support? I don't think he is the best, but he's definitely something that someone who is really good at Riktor can play. It's viable, but it's not good. I would never play it in competitive seriously. You'll notice that the build that I include at the beginning of the video is a little bit different than the one I build in game. I think I do end up building the vision item because they have a Wukong, and Ring of the Fiend is honestly just kind of OP against invisible junglers. You can see level 1, we mess up that Darcy rather. We do get his flicker out. We were gonna start on the opposite side of the jungle as our jungler, but it looks like he switched, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention, who knows. We see that the Annette started her win cuff, so she's not going to be able to out-trade us unless Kali walks into us like that. Slims is spending a whole lot of time here mid, so he is going to be behind in lane, which is pretty good for us. Something I notice a lot in ranked games, especially when there tends to be diamonds in them, is it's just a fiesta mid lane for the first like 2 minutes almost. It's ridiculous. Like, there's so much wasted gold that is there from just being mid because you're missing waves, especially in dragon lane. We start rotating up to help out our butterfly side lane, but apparently butterfly beats Wonder Woman at level 1/2. Not something I ever would have known or guessed, but worked out for her. You can see that win cuff was kind of stupid. Definitely screwed us over there a bit, and we do get hit by that little vortex, so we are gonna have to go back. Pretty slow game so far, only 1 kill on the board, but things will start picking up here soon, especially around this dragon, as you guys will see. My team is getting destroyed by their bot lane. It looks like our Kali is already 1 hit and our jungler is pretty chunked out. I have a feeling they're on this dragon, and I can see right now that it's at about half. I do have flicker up. I'm going to flicker in, hit the Wukong, pop my second ability, and I do kill him with it. I get my ultimate, I jump in, I pop my ultimate, kill the Slims, and I get the kill onto the Annette. Whew, man, that was pretty good. Probably could have been played better, but who cares? I played it to the best of my ability, and that's all that you should really be striving for, guys. Just play as best as you can. Don't really worry about anything else. It takes a lot of pressure off of you, especially in competitive play. We killed the jungler, and we know the red buff is up, so we're gonna go for it. He does show up. I block his ultimate with my second ability, and we will end up escaping, but we did not secure the red buff, which is pretty tragic for us. You can see I pop my restore because I think that the Xanis wants to go in here, and he does ping attack, but I decided probably not the best idea for me, considering I have very low HP. We do get the Darcy's flicker yet again though, so not the worst. Continue to build towards my Ring of the Fiend here, and you can see Wisp is destroying that bot tower because the Slims has rotated poorly and because he showed up late to lane, so she has a pretty big advantage over him. You can see she does take the bot tower, and we're just gonna get some nice little poke onto Darcy here. I do stick around for probably a little bit too long because I wanted to make sure that wave got under tower. I should have rotated down first. I do end up getting an assist on the Slims kill, but that's just about it. Not the worst, but not the best either. Wukong did run into our jungle, so we're gonna kind of wait around. He's camping in this bush waiting for his cooldowns. We will knock him up, Xanis will ult him, and he will die. Another assist in the books. 3-0-2 so far, looking pretty good. This game is a little bit of a fiesta at this point. Riktor as a support, I feel like, is very mid-centric. He's good if you want control over mid river. So either side of the map that he's on, he will have control of it. There's no support that can really contest him, except maybe like Baldum, because Baldum is insane. He's really strong fighting and trading. So as long as the enemy team doesn't have a Baldum, Riktor Support probably work out fairly well. See, I do flicker and hit him, but he does flicker as well, and I believe he also jumps, so he's going to get away. But Annette does take some pretty damage, and we get her ultimate out. We will be able to secure this buff because they are both pretty chunked, and Wukong is near mid lane. I'm just waiting for this butterfly to pop off 1v3. We can see Wonder Woman gets caught out by her Xanis. I do get the assist for that. I pop my Ring of the Fiend off of the gold that I get from killing the Wonder Woman, and so we have vision on the Wukong. He does fall as well. Slims and Annette are going to try to defend this, and it's going to work out. But sadly, we do die because we pop our second ability offensively, and Darcy does tag us with his ultimate. There's really nothing we can do once he hits us, especially if we don't have our second ability up. We will still go back since the changes, I guess, to his ultimate and to Richter's second ability. We still go back, but we can block the explosion damage if we have our second ability up. But sadly, we did not, so we should not dwell on it. We respawn. We look at the map. We see our jungler is doing his jungle clear. He does have both buffs up, but I think those are from killing somebody. Dragon is up in 20 seconds. We can probably get that pretty soon. We were just at mid lane fighting, and we see the Wukong is chasing our Wisp into our jungle. Pretty bad idea from him. I jump into 3, I pop my ultimate. Sadly, the Annette ult kind of ruins my plans. I'm just going to stick onto the Darcy because he is a squishy target that I want to focus. He does flick over the wall, and we get hit by a very long range spear, as you can see by the 13-hour stun. We do die, and I knew I was going to die, so I was just hoping to get as much damage off as possible before I died. We do end up securing the kill into the Darcy, or rather the Xanis does, which is fine. You can probably see now why I think Riktor isn't the best support. He's pretty item dependent after the first, like, I'd say after his level 4, he's pretty item dependent for damage. Around mid game, he hits a very big lull where unless he's super fed and like snowballing, you're not really going to be doing much assassination wise. You're more of like a CC bot with your first ability and your ultimate, and an annoyance really. You see, my team was trying to steal the blue buff, so we're just gonna go ahead and back them up there. I tried to stay a little bit out of range of the ring, so Annette wouldn't see me, but she does end up seeing us. We're just gonna go ahead and secure this dragon. They're not gonna contest because they're really behind. Our jungler is clearing his entire jungle once again. We see Wukong and Wonder Woman both showed up top for a split second, and Annette was down here. She's probably on her way up. I want to kill this Darcy, who I don't see on the map yet, and he just pops up. But I see my entire team is fighting topside, so I'm gonna head up. Wonder Woman, Butterfly just destroys this fight. She pops off. She just explodes everything. She gets 1 kill and ends up that all 4 die. You can see I'm kind of butthurt because the enemy team is inting pretty hard. I wasn't even in that entire fight, and that made me question whether or not I wanted to use this video. But since I wanted to kind of use this video as a commentary on off-meta supports and whether or not things like Riktor, things like Joker are good right now, I decided that I was going to use this video. So I guess we can start talking about that. Why are assassin supports less meta now than they were before? At AWC last year, Joker support was really prevalent. Riktor wasn't even out yet, but with the introduction of the new jungle items and the prevalence of them, I guess, they're just not as good because you can always build that shield support item, and there are tons of heroes with CC. Like Annette is a perfect counter to Rourke, at least she was before her ult bug happened. So I just don't think that they are the best. There's almost always going to be better choices. Sure, there will be situations where you pop off. There will be situations where you do well, you have an insane score line, you carried the game, you did the most damage, blah, blah, blah. But sure, but that's not really what a support's supposed to be doing, right? Support, you know, you want to provide pressure, vision, etc. You can see we end the game. Nothing special. I teleported over the invisible Annette ult because this game is great. I hope you guys think twice before using a Riktor support in your games. I would rather have a Joker support or even a Ryoma because they actually provide, I feel, more utility than a Riktor does. I hope you guys enjoyed this game and my commentary about the meta of supports. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. See ya.